To everyone, we are now starting the contest workshop. Once again, thank you very much to all stations for joining our workshop 2. We'd like to now introduce all connecting station. But to begin with, can you turn to slide 2? The house rules. When one station is speaking, the rest of the station, please mute your mic. Secondly, please control your slides locally. Thirdly, if you have any question, please raise your hand, alright, or sound off. We will pitch the mic to you. And last but not the least, it's our pleasure to have all of you. You'll be recorded in the workshop will be recorded in the video. Can I have your permission for that? UB, is that okay? UB video.
Okay,
thank you. And how about Pak Dawood? Is that okay for your student?
We are fine with it. Thank you.
Thank you. And Hasanuddin, is that alright for you to be on the video?
Yes, okay.
Okay, terima kasih. Okay, slide 3 please. Slide 4. Now I'd like to introduce all stations again because we may have new students here. So may I now first pitch my mic to station in UB. Obi, can you say something about the situation in Brawijaya or in Malang?
Okay, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, my name is Obi Chandra from Brawijaya University. I'm from medical faculty. Now in Brawijaya, from 13 faculty came in the workshop, and now still there is 12 students that's joined. Maybe there is 10% still on the way in workshop. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now may I pass my station to Unsia. Pak Dawood, can you tell us the situation in your city or university?
Okay, thank you, Goi. This is from Unsia. I am a lecturer in the Department of Electrical Engineering and Informatics, which is basically the computer science department. Here with me, there's around 13 students from 3 teams from 2 departments. There's another team who can't make it today because they have a lecturer. So, thank you.
Thank you, Pak Dawood. And I feel the students from your school is aggressive. I can feel it. Thank you. Now, may I pitch my mic to Hasanuddin. Someone in Hasanuddin, can you say something to us?
Sure.
Okay.
Now in this university, now this situation, we have 5 students from electrical and information engineering. Just that because maybe this student is very interesting about this contest, so they will come to here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now I pitch my mic to someone from KO. Just say something, situation over here.
Thank you. Thank you. My name is Chitul Jean. I'm from Mozambique, southern part of Africa, and I'm a student here at KU University doing master's degree. And I'd like to say only that KU University is such kind of university which is cross-cultural diversity, multiple discipline, where we all collaborate together and committed to the research issues, research development. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And thank you once again to everyone. Would you turn to the next slide, slide 5. Now, today, the outline for the workshop. We're going to first share with you the concept called venture gestation. Can I have a show of hands? How many of you have heard about this word, venture gestation? Okay, we have one, and it's the 1 or 2, okay, the winner. Okay, we will share with you the concept. It's very new, but it's not so difficult. Then we will share with you some problems of venture gestation. by inviting two teams, the contest winner, to share the problem. Then we will share with you about 3 principles we can learn today. It's going to be new principle plus 1 theory. And following that, we will introduce the 3 tools for venture gestation. So why are we going to learn about the tools? Because this is going to be the last part, the last component in your business and gestation plan for the contest. So it's important, it's new, but it's not so difficult. And I'm going to introduce you to a case study of which is the contest winner for last year. And if you turn to the next slide, there you see the guest speaker. We have the guest speaker from 2013 and 14. 2012, I think we have representative here. Maybe let me pitch my mic to the first guest speaker, Fahad, from QB team, the CEO. Can you say something to us, Fahad?
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Fahad from QB, University of Brawijaya, Engineering Faculty.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Fahad. We look forward. Thank you. We will look forward to learn from you. Also, let me pitch my mic to the contest winner 2014.
Okay, Gaisan, I'm sorry. Your sound is mute. Gaisan?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Thank you to Fahad, the contest winner 2013. And today we also have the contest winner 2014 EDEC team. Let me pass my mic to the CEO. Fadi, can you say something?
Hello, we are from IDET. My name is Fadli, and then Romdan, Arya, Nabila, and Nurina. We are from the winning team of 2014, and we hope you enjoy for this competition. Thank you.
Okay, so let's enjoy and learn from one another. Of course, we also have a representative from the contest winner, champion 2012. Since she's here, maybe Yin Chang, can you just say hello to us? If you like to, just say hello to us.
Hello everyone, I'm from NetMedis, Network of Medical System Information, from Medical Faculty.
Thank you very much, Yin. Thank you. And it's a privilege for us to have the past 3 winning champion team representative to be here to tell us how are we going to make real the business. So can we give a round of applause for all the participants for joining us today? Next slide, please. Okay, we're going to start with a little bit concept. So let's learn together. Slide 7, the word gestation. It's a new word, but this word is actually not so new in academic. Point number 2, gestation, the meaning is described as a process from conception of idea until the birth of venture. The word gestation actually came from biology. It's especially relevant for women. It's about pregnancy. Alright? It's about from embryo to a baby. So in management, we apply the same word, gestation, to describe how an idea can be developed into a real company. Alright? So gestation venture is therefore refers to as venture that undergoes the stages of gestation. Please close the door. Now we want to learn how to do it together. Next slide, please. We want to know about problems during gestation. Next slide, please. Slide number 9. There are 3 problems that students from university encounter when they try to develop a venture. From the commencement to the completion, 3 problems. First problem, they always ask, can the team continue together? Second problem, do students have the competency? Now it's a question, we don't know. Third problem, can the team access into the gestation environment? So what does that mean? Gestation environment refers to the environment that you need to do validation. We will explain to you a little bit more later. Next slide, please. Slide 10. Now we're going to use case study to learn together. I have two case study. One, contest winner 2012, NECMEDIS, and contest winner 2013. Next slide, please. Actually, the winner of CEO NECMEDIS has uploaded his presentation in a YouTube, so you can watch it later. But meanwhile, let me highlight to you who they are and what are their problems. Next slide, please. Slide 12. NECMEDIS is a group of students from University of Brawijaya. It's 5 members. They are a combination of students from medical, information system, mechanical, and business development. So it's different department, different expertise. They become the winner in 2012 as the champion. They beat about 50 other business plans. And what do? They want to develop information system within a polyclinic in UB, University of Brawijaya. So this information system is to solve the need for outpatients in terms of consultation and payment system. Next slide, please. So as you see here in slide 13, they are talking about information system, access of the system by health workers and patients. And they hope that it can help to reduce medical error and medical costs. Now, slide 14 is a little summary of their activities, which I will skip. Turn to slide 15. Now, this is very important. The problem that NECMEDIS encountered. They have 4 problems. I'd like to highlight to you, first problem, they have 5 members that join them. However, by the 6th month, actually 4 members left, leaving only the CEO. So there's a challenge. And the second problem they encounter is the CEO himself does not have enough competency to fully complete the information system, right? Because most of us in university lack the skills. Now the third issue is in terms of funding, they do not have the money. Like you don't have the money, I don't have the money. So can we continue? The fourth problem, it's about accessing to the hospital because their target market is the hospital. So with these 4 problems, what happened to the venture? And I want to tell you about their actions that we can learn. The CEO recruited 3 new members, and they formed the 2nd generation of NECMEDIS to continue the venture. Secondly, these three new members, as a team combined together, form the ability to develop their competencies. Alright, so now with more members, and these members are also from information faculty, so they are able to complete the product, the prototype. And thirdly, using this business plan, they develop it into a research plan for a funding in another contest. So they want some funding to make the prototype. And last but not the least, their market is ultimately the polyclinic. So how can they access? What they did was they reused the research plan, firstly. Secondly, they use their track records. Their track record is referring to their winning of the business plan as champion. And also they got the recognition from the rector. Finally, they signed an MOU with the polyclinic and they can get in to do research development. So what happened after 1 year? they developed the prototype and recognized by the polyclinic, and by January 15, they established themselves as a real company. So this is a case of Necmedis. It looks successful. Now let's turn to the next slide. That shows you some of the pictures. These are the 5 members. 4 left, leaving 1. Next slide, please. Slide 17. So the members left and they form new members. Next slide, please. Next slide is the documentation in terms of the funding from the Ministry of Education. Next slide, please. That is the outcome in slide 19, that the system has been adopted by the Brawijaya, should be the polyclinic, and that's the customer. Now, so that's the story for Necmedis. Alright, even you win the contest, you face challenges. But not all cases are the same. Now, may I now pass my mic to the other contest winner, QB. Fahad himself, as a CEO, has experienced something different, right, Fahad?
Yes, right, Goy.
Yeah, Fahad, why don't you share with us, it's the same story happening to QB. So as you present, would you guide us through the slide as well? Let me pass my mic over to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question from KU University. And now I'm Fahad Arwani from QV team. I'm as the CEO. And then let's move to the slide number 20. And then this is my team member, which comes as a winner for 2013. And that's one of my product. And then let's move to the 21, slide 21, QV's background. We formed the team by 5 undergraduate students at that time from University of Brawijaya in 2013, and the composition is 4 of 8 teams are from electrical engineering department, which is from engineering faculty, and 1 is from Faculty of Economics in Brawijaya. Why do we choose 4 of the members are from the same faculty? It's different from Necmedis. Beside me is IIM, because we think at first that by forming the team from the same faculty, so we can go through a better communication between one and other member. And sometimes with not much communication, each of the member know what I want, because I'm from the electrical engineering and so do them. So when I say some word, they can do the same like what I want and maybe much. And then we follow the contest for 2013 and 2014 and become a winner. And then we propose to create a therapeutic medical device, which is called heal bone, which is infected by bacteria. So it can prevent an amputation, especially in the legs. So next, let's move to the slide 22, which is case station activities. This is the summary of our activities. From October to January 2014, we prepare and follow the competition in Soya Asia. And then in January 2014, we became a winner. And I remember it, the announcement is in January 8, 2014, but I know it from January 6. Don't ask me how, please. And then from January to February 2014, we're planning for the gestation, because this is a little bit different from Necmedis. They are creating something like a system, and we're creating some product. So we are researching and then planning for it. We need almost 9 months in total. And then from March to July, we propose for the product development, and then we go through communication. We arrange meeting from an expertise from UB and then from KU University, which is the expertise of antenna from UB, and then the expertise from electronics and telecommunication technology from from KU, sorry. And then for August 2014, we had a conclusion that we must cease the R&D, research and development, because we can go much more. And then for September 2014, departure of the management team, we arranged to go to the expertise where we had a contribution to our R&D, and then go and search, maybe we can find some more knowledge and experience. But yes, unfortunately we can have it even in Japan. And then for November 2014, preparation for the complete educational just by study base and venture station. So we at December 2014 we go to a conclusion that because of three of my members are left from university because they are already graduated, and they are from electrical engineering department and they are the expertise in their part. One for the antenna, one for the electronics, and one for the management and marketing strategy. So as a CEO, I try to find anything else, anyone who can fulfill their position, but unfortunately I can't do that. So we give our enhanced R&D product to the university, and then cease the gas station activity, and then to merge cease intention and venture station. That's for the summary, and then let's go to 23rd slide. Station process for key venture. This is what we do, and then what we can do till March are enhancing the prototype and product, because we also had a discussion with medical faculty, and then we go through engineering faculty and then to some expertise outside the university. But yeah, that's the maximum prototype that we can do. But for the lacking of the funding, we cannot do more, because yeah, the time limit. Most of my members are too close to graduated time. So let's move to the 24, slide number 24. This is my management team. Me as the CEO, and then Reno Muktiaji, Alvin Winata, Fahri Akbar, Janual Ringga. In July, sorry, the three left and only left me and Fahri. So next to the slide number 25. This is what we do for product activity, sorry, from academic in UB. This is the picture from our team and Mr. Rudy Yuwono from UB. And then on the other side is Professor Mitsugi Sensei from KU University, which is an expertise for antenna and telecommunication, I think. And then we even had a discussion with Professor Yosafat from Chiba University, and then go to the Chiba University with Koisan and my members to have a discuss with his assistants. So I think that's all from me.
Thank you, Farhan. Can we give a round of applause to the guest speaker? Indeed, actually, thank you, Farhan. I think the applause is not just for your presentation. I think it's also really for the spirit of going through gestation. Indeed, it's challenging for any one of us as university student who is trying to study at the same time trying to make real business. Could you turn to the next slide, slide 26. Now, we have seen in front of us two similar cases. How similar are they? Both cases, 5 members. They are from the same background, same university, undergrad, all right? Of course, they are addressing different product. However, it's the same. They want to solve medical issue, which is very, very important in the country of Indonesia. However, from these two cases, we learn gestation outcome are quite different. One actually used about 24 months to complete and get themselves incorporated, whereas the other tried his best and he's managed to develop the product by the 12 months. However, it's not yet to finish the gestation. Next slide, please. So what does that tell us? What can we learn? Let me summarize it again. All right. First, in slide 27, the first issue is the discontinuity of management team. That management team is important. However, management team to continue throughout gestation is a challenge. All right, as you can see in the case of Necmedis and QB, where they left 1 or 2 members. However, in terms of response, 2 ventures behave differently. Necmedis taught us that you can try to form second generation management team by recruiting members from your own university. All right, but more importantly is to get them to commit for the period of time needed for the gestation. Whereas, of course, for the case of Fahad in QB, he has a difficulty in getting new people, so he himself continue on his own. Next slide, please. Slide 28. Again, we learn students, all right, lack competency. Obviously, that's why you are in school. But when you try to develop your venture, that requires a competency. And from Necmedis, we learned that new members that you get in within your venture can help, all right? But more importantly is that Necmedis learn how to make the prototype as a team together to form their core competencies. All right, it's very much self-learning. Whereas for QB, as the CEO have mentioned, they actually lack the skills. And even one of the members who remain is a financial student who cannot contribute much to the prototype development. Next slide, please. Slide 29. Now we learned about the importance of resource. Rather, we learned about the need to access the resource and to reconfigure them. All right. So in the case of Necmedis, we learned that the CEO is able to reuse the business plan. All right, reuse the business plan. Meaning, your business plan is not just for the contest. Even if you're the champion, the business plan can be converted into research plan to convince for more funding. The research plan, plus your track records, plus the recommendation from the university, combined can get you some form of MOU with a more important institution, such as a hospital or polyclinic. Of course, if you don't, then you probably you can't proceed on with your gestation. Next slide, please. Now, so what can we learn having heard of these 2 stories? 3 principles and 1 theory. All right, which is very important. Next slide, please. Slide 31. As you can see, starting commencement to the completion. We have the internal environment. Now, what is internal environment? Our internal environment refers to our own university. All right, the resources. External environment here refers to anything beyond your university. It can be the company, it can be the government, or it can be overseas resources. So the three principles we like to highlight to you. Next slide, please. In slide 32, I'm going to introduce some words which can be quite new, but it is important, all right, because we are all academics in university. Now, the first term we call the first principle we call term tenure. We call TT. Second principle we call competency compatibility. In short, you call CC. And the third principle is again a new word. It's called entrepreneurial bricolage. In short, it's called EB. Now, these are new. That's why we want to learn. All right. Next slide, please. Slide 33. I introduce to you another theory. Have any of you heard about this word called dynamic capability? Please raise your hand. Okay, not from Munsia. Okay, Asaudin. Okay, someone from UB. Fahad and Ian. Ian, can you share a little bit? What do you know about dynamic capability? Just share a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, guys, dynamic capability is like a resource from our university, like expertise. We have expertise from our university, and also maybe laboratory. We can use laboratory here for develop our venture. Yes, maybe something like that.
Right. Thank you, Ian. Thank you. Ian is quite right. Okay. Basically, we are talking about looking at again our resources. Are they just material, or can they be input to your gestation? All right. So let me define the word in this case. We define it in slide 33. We call that organizational capability to create the team tenure structure, meaning the team structure, to utilize and develop your competency, upskill your competency. And of course, you want to access and utilize your resources from your internal, external environment. So what is the purpose? You want to complete your gestation under changing condition. All right. Next slide, please. That you see, after we have explained about venture gestation, how it plays a role within the whole component in this business plan context. That is to tell you that in slide 34, not only the mindset, not only the model and the finance, gestation is important because it is about beyond the plan. It is about how you convince people that I can trust you, that you can take action based on your team, competency, and resource. Now, by saying that, we're going to introduce you to the tools. Next slide, please. 35. Here it summarizes the problem, the principle, and the tool. All right, I'd like you to know why you are doing it. Next slide, please. 36. Each problem has a principle. Each principle, we like you to use some tools. And I introduce the tools to you one at a time. Next slide, please. 37. Next slide, please. 38. Now, before I say about the tool, about the venture gestation, I'd like to highlight to you, we are looking at the feasibility and your attractiveness in enabling the completion of validating your product by end user in the next 12 months. I repeat again, we are not looking at 5 years later what is going to happen. It's too far. I just want you to tell me in the business plan what you're going to do from January 2016 until December 2016. The goal is we want to know if you can validate your prototype by the team using your competency and your resource from the end user, which is your customer. You have to tell us how to do that. Alright, so I show you the 3 tools, the weapon. Next slide, please. Slide 39. Now, I'm going to give you just the description. Alright, the first tool is I call activity timeline and manpower for 12 months. Tell us how you're going to action your plan with the manpower. Manpower refers to your management team. Whether you're using one team or it could be two, it could be first generation and second generation. It's up to you. But show us how attractive and feasible. Next slide, please. Slide 40. Second tool, alright, is in terms of competency development plan. Tell us, describe how you're going to develop your competency, alright, from your environment. It may mean you're going to do self-study, you're going to go for internship, you're going to talk to your professor, or you're going to go beyond your university. Tell us how you're going to develop your competency, because we know most students still cannot make the plan, make the prototype at the beginning. Next slide, please. 41. Tell us in terms of your resource configuration, meaning describe firstly the gestation environment, meaning who and where do you want to access. In the case of NECMEDIS and QB, they need hospital. Alright, they need validation from doctors, nurses, or patient. But tell us how you're going to do it. Using your business plan, using your track record, how are you going to get in? Alright, describe it. Now, next slide please. The 3 table is quite general. Now, I'd like to now pass you to a real case, alright, which is EDAC team, the contest winner for last year. They're going to present slightly about their business plan. They already told you last week what they're doing. Most importantly, you want to hear from them the gestation, what happened to them, how they overcome the 3 problems to achieve the goal. So, I have the CEO with me, Fadi. You did encounter some problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I pass the mic over to you and you share with us.
Actually, we have some problem with NetBase and also QB, and we will try to share with you.
Meanwhile, we like all stations to open up your second PowerPoint, which is the case study of EDAC. So, could you change to your PowerPoint? Let me check if you're ready. UB side, you're ready with a PowerPoint too?
Yes, you are
Thank
ready.
you. Hasanuddin, you're ready? And Pak Dawood? Okay, I pass the mic to the CEO.
Thank you, Grayson, for the time. For this first slide, it has been told some previews some meeting before, and then for the second slide, it is same, and then next to the third slide, this is management team, CEO, my name is Fadli, and then chief design Arya, and then station and development Nabila Utami, and then Chief Marketing Financial Nurina Firdausi, and last Technology Officer Romdan Muhammad Ubaidillah. Next slide, please. We have told you the vision before. Vision contribute to reduce maternal mortality, and then we have three missions to support us to get our vision, and then we have a best philosophy that we hold till now. Next slide, please. This is the summary of our background. In 2030 to 28900 women die during and following pregnancy and childbirth. It means every day approximately 800 women die. Next slide, please. These three cases. First is late in decision making. Second, late reach the referral, and third is late in getting the right help in healthcare facility. Next slide, please. And then till now we still use the conventional method. Next slide, please. So we combine the conventional method with the digital method because we live in 20th century era. Now, slide number 9. This is activity timeline that we have been doing for 1 year, February till June. We try to look for find the best method with Mr. Praitno. He is the one professor in Gajah Mada University. And July till September and July till November, we create the first prototype with Mr. Murtano as the assistant of Mr. Praitno, the one professor from Gajah Mada University. And after we finish the first prototype, we met our fixed market, we met our business key. She is Miss Amy. She is President Midwife Association Indonesia. We met her in Jakarta this early November to get the validation and also the feedback. Next slide, please. Number 9 and number 10. This is only the summary. The point is, for the first question, can the team continue? Till now, for us, 1 year, our gestation, we can do as a 5. We are from a team as a 5. We win the competition as a 5. We work a year as a 5. We go to Japan now as a 5, and we will back to Indonesia as a 5. So this 1 year, we do all of 5. No one leave. Next slide, please. Slide 11. For the second question, do you have competency? So the answer, we didn't have competency. But competency we look for, and we find out, or we learn about our competency. So we learn about imaging process from Mr. Freeman. He is the alumni of Brawijaya University. And then we go to Yogyakarta to learn, and then to finish prototype and overall configuration with Mr. Praitno as Professor Gajah Mada University. And last November, we met Miss Amy, President Midwife, the one who give us feedback and validation. Next slide, please. 12. This is just a summary. So competency is the one who you look for and the one who you want to learn. So you can plan. If you don't have competency, you plan to learn competency for 12 months. Search the one. If you cannot, you can search who will teach you or who will give you the competency. Please plan for 12 months. Next slide, please. 13. This is the data. Now we are in the 85% complete of our business, because first we have first fixed market. We probably no worry about market, but we just now continue develop our device to make a second prototype. And the third, please, next slide please, 14. After And then for assessing into gestation for validation by end user, our end user actually becomes the midwife, and then the key to get the midwife is the midwife association. To get them, of course, first we have a business plan. So we go there, we have a plan. Second, we have a track record. We follow this business plan competition. And the third, we have raised money for about $2,000 to create prototype, and some to go to Japan. And fourth, we finish our prototype about 80-90%, and we can get into accessing gestation for validation. Next slide, please. 15. So for answering the three questions, can we team continue? The first question is yes, we can continue. Do we have competency? Yes. First we didn't, but after 1 year we have competency, and the result is we have a prototype. This is the first prototype for us. And then third, can we access the gestation by end user? The answer is yes. We can meet President Midwife Association in Jakarta early this November. Next slide, please. This is just venture gestation success of our team in diagram. So that has a external resource from get competency, and also to get access venture gestation. Next slide, please. 17. This is the last, our best philosophy. Let's have mother and let's see the baby smile. Next slide, please. And thank you for all of you.
Thank you. Thank you. We give a round of applause for the presenter. As you have seen in the slides, as we introduce the tools and the principles, I think Edek's case, he actually showed you some of the tables and photos, even some chart. Now, some of them is actually developed by themselves. Of course, these are ways of you explaining to us how you develop, how you maintain your team, how you develop your competencies, and how you access into the gestation environment. So we provide you this case study together with the templates and the tools. You don't have to follow exactly because you're not the same, but you should use such materials to help you better explain to us, in terms of your gestation, following the three components, the three criteria. So let's use back the workshop slides, please. Station, please use your workshop slides. If we turn back to the workshop slide, we are at slide 43. Is all station, you are having your slide 43 on your screen? Yes? UB? OB?
Sorry, boy.
Okay.
Can you hear your voice?
Sorry? Sorry, I forgot to press the button. Okay, all station, please turn your slides back to the contest slide. And we are at slide 43. And once you're ready, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you, Yubi, thank you, Unsia and Hasanuddin. Okay, thank you very much. So, I was saying that what we have heard from Edek, from Mr. Fadi, is how they express their gestation, using the tools, the principles, to help themselves avoid the problem, which is what we want to hear from you. So if we refer back to the contest slide is very much the same. Again, this is a template. Slide 43, again, is a brief of EDEC. 44, we show you what is a normal answer in terms of the ability to action with your manpower. And slide 45 is the tool, the table as a template, which we encourage you to use in addition with your pictures, your photographs, or whatever. It's up to you. Alright, like in this case, slide 46, the team actually developed some chart to better express their ideas to us. Slide 47 is the template that is again the one more additional table for the criteria of explaining action business process with manpower. Alright, to show each member's role and the duration of stay or commitment. Now, if you turn to slide 48, that refers to the second criteria, which is in terms of how you develop your competency. I give you an example of what is a normal answer. And some normal answer is just in 1 or 2 lines. Alright, so judges will start thinking, are you sure you can do that? Now, if you refer to slide 49, so what EDEC team has done is actually to break down, to describe every step in detail and what competencies they have learned, alright, what they do, and how much did they complete the prototype. So this is a very extensive data that the team provided for us. So this is just a suggestion what you can describe. Slide 50, please. This is to address the last criteria, how you can enter into the gestation environment. We provide you again with a very normal answer. I'm not going to read it, but I show you a normal answer. You're not going to get very high if you just write 1 line. Slide 51, the team convinced us that they have business plan, they have track records, they have funding, they have prototype. And they did that, everything to convince the president of the Midwife Association to have an extensive, intensive interview, and the president actually allowed them to have further discussion. So tell us how you are going to enter into the gestation environment. Assuming that we are all students and we are trying to enter into not just university, but really the market. Alright? Next slide, please. So it's almost, we have covered all the components that is required. I'd like you to now turn to the earlier slide. Could you all turn to slide 34? Slide 34, where you see the entire criteria needed for the contest. Slide 34, and I'd like to now open to the floor to ask some question. It can be anything about gestation or anything about the other criteria. So students, start thinking. May I now, first of all, is there anyone has any question right now? Maybe I can, first of all, pitch the mic to Pak Dawood and Unsia. Maybe Pak Dawood, maybe you have some comments for us before any students ask any question. Do they have a problem forming the team? Do they have enough competency? Could you give us some comments?
I think from the team from Unsia, I think they have the competency and the resources. But I mean, from your presentation from the previous 2 winners, I have a big question on why they joined the competition, why they participated in the competition. Is it just to be part of the competition, or are they really wanting to be an entrepreneur, to create a new business? That's still not clear from that. So I think that's a big factor in why most of the team disbanded midway in the ventures, I think.
Very good and very sharp question from a practitioner. Thank you, Pak Dawood. It's a question I'd like to give a chance for the Fahad. Try to think about. When you joined the contest at the beginning, was it for contest? Did you have the competency? Could you try to answer what happened 2 years ago?
Okay, thank you for Pak Daud, Mr. Daud from Syahwala, and thank you from Goi. Why do we join the competition? First, because we want to become an entrepreneur, and maybe we can back to slide. Sorry. We can back to slide 24 in this presentation. This is the management team for my team QB. It will show you that I can explain that Reno, and Januar are the first son. So we should do as much as we can to pay the debt of our school by ourselves. And then for Calvin and Fahri, they are the first son of their family. So that's one of the big reasons why do we want to become an entrepreneur. And this competition, we think that this competition provides us to, what can I explain, a chance to become a real entrepreneur. First, we think that maybe because all of this university now is from Indonesia, except KU, we know like the PIMNAS or PKM or PMW, the program from DT are also doing something like that, but we do it by another competition because we want to know another suggestion from another expertise, and because the technology that we do are a little bit different. We also try to contact the other expertise, but some of them just say, oh yeah, it's good, and then keep doing the research and there's something like that. But when we try to get something more, they just, okay, yeah, I think it's enough and you can do more like this and like this. It's not so serious, but inside everything's serious. So it's not only a joy. So I need to say also the pain for everyone who come here. You will also have a really good school and learning in the management, and it is not only in management but also in marketing and why. That's the question that you will have every time when you meet Koi and you meet Umejima Sensei and everyone like that. So this is very serious. If you want to join, decided to join fully, or maybe Mr. Daudno join it as a kafah. So I think that's all from me.
Thank you, Fahad. Actually, yeah, thank you. Actually, it's a very good answer. I would say it's a very real answer. Most students struggle between wanting to do something and the condition to do something. I'd like to pitch my mic to the contest winner, Fadi. Do you have the same situation as Mr. Fahad? Are you serious about the gestation when you join contest? What happened?
Thank you for Pak Daud for the question. Actually, for the first time we follow this competition because of Romdan is the second generation of NetMedis. Romdan is the second generation of NetMedis, and then they don't feel the winner of the competition. They don't feel the winner of the competition, so they form us as to make a team, and then the first purpose we create the team because first we are student, and the student always take opportunity, and then we get the opportunity to follow the competition. And the second purpose we follow this competition because actually we want to go to Japan. Actually, this is the the first purpose, and then yeah, alhamdulillah, it makes it happens to us, and now we are in Japan. But for the day gone, we got learned many things. So actually the feel comings, and then we are enjoy to doing this, to create the business plan to make it happen, and then to enjoy become entrepreneur. We met many people, we get many connection. I mean, from getting funding and then make validation, this is our connection as a student. You can get the job from this. So actually, from someone who cannot feel this competition, actually you have to feel enjoy, and you have to find how how to get many benefits from this competition. Yeah, that's from us. Thank you.
Maybe I'd like to pitch my mic to Hasanuddin. How do you feel now that you're sitting here? Is this real, or is this to get air ticket to Japan or something? There's no right and wrong answer, because we're all students. Share with us how you feel about it. Hasanuddin, if you have any comments, do you, in terms of your competencies, do you have the competencies? Are you ready to make real the prototype?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Please.
Also, our team is formed by a same major, and we already create a product. Maybe we already work with many company, but now we want to create our own product. That's why we want to join.
Great. Do you?
And of course, we have to learn many things like marketing, finance, and everything. And that's why we all want to join this program.
Thank you. But I think that's a very good question. How do you feel about the
Can you hear
answers? Yes, we can hear you, Hasanuddin. Thank you, Hasanuddin. Let me pitch my mic to Pak Daud. Pak Daud, how do you feel about
Sorry,
it?
gue, your mic. It's mute.
Sorry. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I think this is fun when we do all this collection. Pak Daud, you have heard of the answers. How do you feel about students' intention? That some intention change along the way. Competencies, they have it, but they along the way realize they need something more. How do you feel about that? As a lecturer, and do you encourage them to join?
Yes, I do encourage them to join. I mean, this is part of the learning process, or experimentation. So there's no right answer. So this is an experience they can get, a real life experience. If they have a change of mind midway, it's a learning process. So they can learn what they want. They don't know what they want. So in this way, they know this is how hard to be an entrepreneur, and so they can decide if they want to be an entrepreneur or not, or just go off, work in a company and so forth. So this is a learning experience. I think this is a good experiment, good experience for them. I do encourage them to participate.
Thank you, Pak Daud. That's very encouraging. And also, I think Pak Daud has mentioned few very important key words. Experiment. Even we do gestation, sometimes it is an experiment because it is not linear. Not linear. It is non-linear. Up, down. But what we are trying to do is to prevent the down. We want to predict the down. So we expect you, while you create your model, you must be realistic. So how realistic are we talking about? We are talking about if you become the winner January 2016, which is just 1 month ago, you are the winner in Asia. What are you going to do? Now, it's not a burden, all right? It is real. and it's a chance for you to experiment. And I think CEO Mr. Fadi has given you the word, enjoy the process. And Pak Daud has told us, experiment, we learn along the way. So I think this is a very, very good point for us to think about. And I'd like to receive another question from the floor regarding the criteria, which is in slide 34. Any of you have any question? I'd like to pitch my mic now to Hasabuddin. Students from Hasabuddin, you have any question in slide 34 in terms of the criteria or about gestation?
Okay, thank you. I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes? Yes?
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Yeah. Okay, I have a question to every winner, three of the winner of this contest before. I have read about your presentation and your answer about the question, and my conclusion is every team in this from every winner have a problem. So my question is, what is the big problem from every team in every winner team of this of the before contest 2013, 2014, and like that? And what is your advice to us, because this is the first to us to join this contest? Thank you.
Hasanuddin, can I repeat? You want to know what problem they encounter in the preparation of this whole towards the contest? Is that your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I want to know about the big problem from the winner team. So maybe they can give us some advice because this is the first time to us to join this contest. Thank you.
Okay, terima kasih. Let me pitch my mind accordingly. We have the privilege of winner 2012. Can you share us some tips? And then followed by Fahad and Fadi. If is there.
It's not here.
Okay.
He's go out for a while.
Fahad, then please share with us any
Okay.
tips or any problem. The idea is any problems. Any problems?
Yeah. When you're asking us any problem, I think it must be addressing to the biggest problem that we encounter. The biggest problem for QB's team is what can I say? It's about commitment, because working without salary, working without money is hard. So it's not for the first 5 members. It's for the new team that I want to build at that time. So this is one of the biggest problem that I face, because it's a little bit hard to find someone that can fulfill the competency like Januar and Calvin and Reno. So when I find not much, just 1 or 2, it's hard to get their commitment to do something, especially when it reaches and without salary, without any money. So that's the real problem. I think you can understand about it.
Thank you, Fahad.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fadi. Would you share?
Thank you for Hasanuddin about the question. Maybe for us, Team IDET, for the big problem before we follow the competition, is we don't have any financial student or management student who can create the business in financial. So actually the financial now is held by Nurina. She is the engineering student, electrical engineering student. So the big problem for us is we have to learn from zero to create the financial and then the business canvas. So because this is new for engineering student and also for medical student, we have done basic in management or business, but we want to learn, but we can solve the problem. That's the problem. We create this discipline 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks is full of learning business, financial, and then canvas, anything about business. Thank you.
Thank you. I thought these two questions seem to talk about financial. For Fahad case, he's addressing, for Fadi case, he's talking about planning, doing the financial plan during the contest, right? That you need to consider someone who may have a little bit of financial background, right, Fadi?
Yeah.
All right. Now, even if the person has a little bit of financial background, QB Fahad told us, unless you have some incentive, your members may not stay. Incentive can be in terms of salary, incentives can be in terms of some opportunity. So again, that addresses the criteria we talk about today, the term tenure, meaning how you will lock your members that they're committed with you for a few months, 6 months, 12 months, but it may not be forever. All right, so I thought that addresses the principle that we talk about today. Is that okay to an answer to the student from Hasanuddin? Boleh?
Yeah, thank you. That's
Thank you.
the answer for us.
Thank you. I think I can still have one more question. Can be any question regarding the criteria. May I pitch the mic to someone from UB, Brawijaya? OB, is there anyone from OB, from Brawijaya? If no.
I think no.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's all from us.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let me pitch my mic to Woon Xia. But we'd like to hear from any students in your class. Of all the criteria, which is the most difficult criteria? Or you have no problem?
They're a little shy, so.
Okay, no problem. That is also a problem, huh? Entrepreneurs are shy. Okay. Anyway, if you want to be the winner, when the opportunity comes, it's really about gestation. It's about action. And that's what I learned from Fadi today. Fadi, would you just say one more thing about between plan and action? Yeah, can you share a little bit and advice to all the members, whether they are shy, they feel they are not enough language ability, or they think they do not have enough financial capability. Now, between weakness and taking action, how do you balance it?
Actually, plan is everyone can build a plan, but everyone cannot take the action. You can make a plan for year you want to be graduated, but you don't exactly you graduated in 4 years. It depends on your action. Action is like you do something with your plan, but the best on your plan. And then actually, take action is something unique and something uncomfortable because you do. For us, this is the new things. We do many things. We do many things for us. So we got so many experience. So we got so many connection. So we got many friends. Not only in Brawijaya, we can get friends from Gajah Mada. So we are in here. We got friends from Japan, Thailand, Mozambique, and then Mongolia. So many friends we get. This is the take action that we have got. So no problem, just enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the advice. Okay, I think we're almost coming to the very end. I'd like you to now turn with me to the final few slides. Would you turn to slide 53? Let me sum up for today. Slide 53. Basically, the workshop 1 and 2 we've completed. We will upload the lecture material, workshop materials on the website, and the video will be up shortly. For people who are not here today, you will still watch the video. Now, submission of the business plan. We'd like to challenge you to submit your plan. Actually, it's very near, on the 11th December, Tuesday. All right, it's almost a week more. By the time of 24, which means midnight, Japanese time, all right, please upload on our website. Now, if you turn to the next slide, slide 50.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Apologies. Yeah, 11 December is not a Tuesday. I think it's a Friday.
Sorry, thank you very much. I beg your pardon, it should be a Friday. So you have almost less than about two weeks around there. It's the following Friday. Thank you, Pak Dawood. Submit your business plan. If you turn to slide 54, this is what you will see in the website, that you will be asked to upload your file. Again, student will ask me, what kind of file do I upload? Alright, we provide you a template. You can design something new, but you must completely answer the 13 criteria. It can be PowerPoint, it can be in Word, any version. With pictures, in words. Upload one onto the website, alright, and as simple as that. Of course, I think the system would generate a mail to say your file has been received. Now, go back to slide 53. We will be informing the finalists. We will be informing the 5 finalists around 20th to 24th before Christmas, and the finalists will do a presentation, alright, of your business plan to a panel of judges. The judges will be made up of academics, alright, from Japan and other Asian countries, and we will have some practitioners, some industrial members in Japan representing Japanese company to come and evaluate your plan, which is very important. Any plans will be evaluated and you get good professional evaluation. That is a bonus to all participants. And that will be, the final presentation will be on 13th January next year. If you turn to the final slide, slide 55. Every materials will be uploaded on the website, and we will be posting some more things on the Facebook. If any of you have any questions after this workshop, alright, please continue to write to my email personally. We will answer to you as soon as we can. So that's about all for the entire workshop, the inputs we can give you. I'd like to just go around again all stations. If you have anything or any comment about your participation in this workshop so far. Maybe I pitch my mic to Woon Siang. Pak Dawood, would you give us some final comments or some words to the students from all over Asia?
What can I say? I think this is a good experience. This is a good challenge. I consider this to be a very safe sandbox with a lot of people giving them your feedbacks, so you can improve your ideas, your business ideas, your plans. And I mean, it's a safe area. You won't get the safe experience outside of campus, so make the most of it.
Thank you, Pak Dawood. And maybe we have defined the winners to give all the participants some final advice. We start from
From UB, is there anyone who?
OB, give us some advice. OB, yes.
OB.
Okay, thank you. So for all, I think this is the best competition and the best opportunity to you if you want to be entrepreneur. So for the business plan, I think you enjoy this competition. Thank you.
Thank you. And maybe someone, I pass my mic to the contest winner here also. Fadi, one final word to the participant.
Students take opportunity and you have to enjoy when you take opportunity. Fail and win, it depends later. Thank you.
Thank you, and I think that's about all for today. Thank you for connecting with us, and we thank first of all to all the station technicians, people behind the whole thing, the whole show. We thank you for the support. Thank you to the lecturers, the professor. Pak Dawood, thank you very much for supporting us, and thank you to all station, all the students. And we look forward to your action, which is we look forward to your business plan on the 11th December, which is a Friday, Japanese time, midnight 0000. Thank you to all stations. Before you go, again, we'd like to take another, we'd like to do a photo taking again for all members who are here. Would you come forward to the camera? We take a group photo because we have new members who join us today. Yep. So Obi, maybe you can take your students. Wun Xiang, you can have your students to be in front. We'd like to take for memory. And we can take a photo too. So we just stand here because we just stand here. Yeah. Can you? You don't have to stand. You can sit, or as long as you can see all the faces, because all participants are in a way interested in entrepreneurship. So you can be proud of yourself. You're part of this whole Asian network. OB, your side can stand or sit is fine, as long as we can see your face. All right. Okay, Winxia, you're ready. Thank you. Yes, Winxia and Hasanuddin ready. KO, we are ready. We don't have so many people. We wait for UB and we wait for the cameraman. Okay, and each station do take your individual photo and paste on Facebook because we can encourage the other people. Okay, Obi, ready? Boleh? Okay, Winxia ready? Okay, Winxia. And Hasanuddin?
Yes, we are ready.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so the cameraman will count. Okay, the cameraman count 1, 2, 3. Okay, satu lagi. Can we just do one more? We say so it Asia. 1, 2, 3. So it Asia.
Soy Asia.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pak Dawood. Thank you, Obi. Thank you, Hasanuddin. We see you. Thank you very much. Terima kasih.